Most expensive luxury watch brands. Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. If you want to hear about the most luxurious aspects available around the world, do subscribe to our channel and also click the bell button below. Today we're going to talk about the most expensive luxury watch brands. Considering that everyone has the exact time, in every time zone on Earth, in their pocket at all times, a mechanical watch that costs more than a house may seem like a curious investment. But these days, watches aren't just about telling the time. Ever since the 16th century, when they were first introduced, wristwatches have become an essential accessory and even a fashion statement for both men and women. Their design, features, and mechanisms have evolved a lot over time, with a lot of brilliant watchmakers creating timepieces that could be considered works of art. Here, we're rounding up the best luxury watch brands you need to know. Number 1. Richard Mille. Richard Mille has been in the watchmaking industry since 1974. It was his drive to create revolutionary luxury watches that brought him to launch his own brand in 1999. Their most basic watch has a starting price of $30,000. Mille created his first timepiece in 2001, where he utilized techniques and materials used when crafting airplanes and F1 racing cars. Richard Mille's most expensive watch is the Tourbillon RM5602 Sapphire, valued at $2 million. This watch features a trip-right sapphire case with a pulley system that suspends the movement from the sapphire case. The strap is made with nano-strengthening properties, which provides optimal comfort, elasticity, and water resistance. The watch allows you to adjust the tension on the able to determine if you are within normal tolerances. Number 2. FP Journey. Topping the list of our most expensive watch brands is FP Journey. Their most basic watch has a starting price of $30,000. Founded in 1999 by François-Paul Journe, his watches follow the 18th century watchmaking tradition of exploration and craftsmanship. In 1992, he created his first wristwatch with a remote en-air system that he previously invented for a pocket watch. This eventually became the prototype for the Tourbillon Souvenir watches, which achieved great success when unveiled in 1999. The JOURNE mono-pusher split-second chronograph is the brand's most expensive watch, which was auctioned at the Only Watch charity auction for $1.167 million in 2017. The watch is made of rose gold with steel accents and has a movement made specifically for the charity. The watch features a blue dial, tantalum case, mono-pusher split-second chronograph, and 80-hour power reserve, even with the chronograph running. Number 3. Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe was founded in 1839 by Anton Norbert de Patek and remains the last independent, family-owned Geneva watch manufacturer. Their most basic watch has a starting price tag of $18,000. Patek Philippe has their own research and development team to create all of their timepieces. All of their timepieces, movements, and external components in-house. All of their watches are regarded by the brand as exclusive pieces with their own seal of quality to demonstrate their high quality and dependability. Patek Philippe's most expensive watch is the Ref 1518 in stainless steel that sold at auction for over $11 million in 2016. Made in 1941, this rare perpetual calendar chronograph is one of only 4 known to exist in steel, with most of his series being made in yellow gold and rose gold. Number 4. AUDEMARS Pigut. AUDEMARS Pigut was created in 1875 by Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Pigut. Their most basic watch has a starting price of $15,000. The brand unified the traditional foundations of watchmaking with the evolving technical skills of the time to create a timepiece that is an exceptional work of art. On the 40th anniversary of their Royal Oak watch in 2012, Audemars Piguet announced the brand's newest consensus: to break the rules, you must master them. Audemars Piguet's most expensive watch is the Royal Oak Complication, valued at $869,000. The black dial features the Grande Tapissier pattern, white gold hour markers, and royal oak hands. Weavers of this watch will be able to perfectly keep time into the year 2100, thanks to its perpetual calendar. There are numerous compilations, such as its year aperture that accommodates for leap years, moon phase indicator, split-second chronograph, and minute repeater. Number 5. Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin was founded in 1755 and is the oldest fine watch manufacturer in the world. In 1790, they are credited with creating the first known compilations for days and dates. Their most basic watch has a starting price of $15,000. Vacheron Constantin watches have possessed the hallmark of Geneva since 1901, which means that their watches comply with the traditions of Genevan workmanship. All of their watches are guaranteed to be durable, work flawlessly, and made with ethically sourced components. Vacheron Constantin's most expensive watch is Callista, Greek for most beautiful, which is estimated to be worth $11 million. This watch was originally made in 1979 for $5 million, as 118 emerald cut diamonds cover the entire watch. This watch required 6,000 man-hours and 20 months to encrust its jewels. Number 6. LANGE and SOHNE. Luxury German watch manufacturer founded in 1845, LANGE and SOHNE is known for producing exclusively mechanical movements. Their most basic watch has a starting price of $11,200. The brand's logo is state-of-the-art tradition, merging tradition and innovation. Notable wares of LANGE and SOHNE include Ed Sheeran, Bill Clinton, and Alexander II of Russia. LANGE and SOHNE sold their most expensive watch for $2.5 million. Number 7. Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin are the oldest watchmakers with an uninterrupted history and one of the 3 best traditional watchmakers along with Patek Philippe and Piaget. They've made timepieces for Napoleon Bonaparte, Pope Pius XI, Harry Truman, and the Duke of Windsor, and they're also responsible for the world's first engine-turned dials. For their 250th anniversary, they created a limited edition of 7 pieces entitled Tour de l'air, which featured 2 faces to have enough space for all their displays. These watches had a second time zone, a perpetual calendar, sunset time indicator, plus many other features, with a price of $1,538,160. If you're looking for a cheaper watch from Vacheron Constantin, the minimum you need to pay is $11,000. Number 8. Roger Dubuis. Founded by Carlos Diaz and Roger Dubuis, this Swiss watchmaker is much younger than the competition with only 20 years in the field, but the quality of their craftsmanship is extraordinary, making their watches really appreciated. You could get a Roger Dubuis timepiece from somewhere between $11,000 and $156,000, but there are some exquisite pieces selling for way more than that. The MILLE Double Flying Tourbillon is a good example. Produced in a limited run of just 88 pieces, Roger Dubuis himself created this mesmerizing timepiece as one of the most accurate watches ever made, which sells for $263,000. The company also enters the $1 million watch list with Excalibur Quattro, that's made entirely out of silicone, and it's priced at around $1,125,000. Number 9. Piguet. The watchmaker from Piaget also worked as a jeweler in the small village of La Côte-aux-Fils, Switzerland, and they originally manufactured watch movements, moving into the creation of watches only in the 20th century. Their prices range from $10,000 to $210,000 nowadays, and some of their watches could be actually considered fashionable jewelry, like the Altopolano Caliber 1200D that's just loaded with gems, an internal structure crusted in diamonds and a highly complex mechanism which costs $152,000. Number 10. BREGUET. One of the few luxury watch brands to be founded in France, BREGUET is now headquartered in Switzerland. Abraham Louis Breguet was a Swiss watchmaker who set up his watchmaking business in Paris. The company was under British ownership for 100 years. Famed for its creation of the Marie Antoinette pocket watch, Breguet was commissioned to create a spectacular watch for the Queen by one of her admirers. The company's motto is, "And every woman is a queen." Their most expensive watch costs more than $10 million, while their basic watch begins at $9,500. Perhaps our list of the top 10 most expensive watch brands have inspired you to upgrade your watch collection? Would you buy any of these most expensive watches? If so, which one would you select? Do let us know your comments in the comments section below.